Hello and welcome to episode 57 of The Pilgrimage on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you. We're at home to Charlton in League 1 and then at home to Crawley Town in League 1. And in addition to that, I've also got the outcome of the Watford interview. So let's get straight into it, and we begin by finding out how we got on at Watford. Okay, well here it is, official confirmation from Watford that they have decided against offering me the job. The man they've gone for instead is Guillermo Fernandez Romo, and let's just have a quick look at him and see what they're getting. So 13 for motivating, 16 for people management, 13 for judging ability and potential, 13 for tactical knowledge. And let's compare that with me. And I feel a little bit hard done by, but not horrendously. So we'll go again, and I'll see you in a moment for the first match of today's episode. Here we go then, time for the first match of the episode, at home to Charlton Athletic, and our team for this one is Pim in goal, back four of Araujo, Earl, Orr and Simeu, Cucurellon at the base of midfield, Coleman and Wiradou ahead of him, Mather on the left, McLaughlin on the right, Fitzpatrick up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well my assistant manager is emphasising the importance of our home form. I'm going to agree with him actually, so we will point the finger and go with that. Let's get straight into the match and see if we can bag ourselves a much needed victory. As you can see, we're currently down in 10th place. We can go, in fact we will go 8th if we can pull off a win. If we can't pull off a win, we're basically going to be out of the promotion race. Coleman heads it forward. Wiradou gives it away. Hunter plays it forward, but Orr wins it back for Fleetwood. Cucurellon's ball over the top. Mather can't quite get there. Orr plays it to Coleman. Plays it through for Mather. His finish is a weak one and easily scrambled away, but we have a throw-in. Araujo to Coleman, Cucurellon to Coleman. Coleman crosses the area, but it's played away by Charlton. Bunting over halfway. Araujo puts him under pressure, he finds Clare. Hunter's ball over the top for Charlton. McAllister, ball across the area. Davey back to Sinal. And Charlton lead. Fleetwood 0, Charlton 1. Against the run of play, but Charlton have the lead. So we're going attacking, we're demanding more. And it's Earl now for Fleetwood into Coleman. Back to Earl. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Pim to Orr now. To Earl. Plays it into Coleman, back to Earl. Earl's ball forward. Fitzpatrick. Davey wins it for Charlton. Finds Sinal. And Sinal down the left flank. Loses the ball. But Charlton win it back. It's played over the top. And the shot from Bunting is just wide. So only 15 minutes gone, but Charlton are already in dominant form today. And we are in danger of blowing this completely. McAllister now with a free kick for Charlton. And Kane Ryan makes it 2-0 Charlton. And that about seals it for them. There is no way we're coming back from this. We'll demand more. It's Sinal who gets it back again. Bunting with the shot, curled just over the crossbar. And we have got players who are well off the pace today, notably Mather. Fitzpatrick's not having his best game in a Fleetwood shirt, but Mather is by far the worst. And we've got several players who are less than fit as well. Half time, so let's get in there and we owe Charlton. Go out there and get revenge. And let's make some changes. Mather for and Sangu. What else can we do? At the back, Josh Earl for Charlie Robinson. And the third change is going to be Kean Coleman for Jensen Metcalf. So let's get straight into the second half. So with 2 subs remaining, I finally worked out how to read those substitution indicators. Kukulon now is complaining he needs to come off. So Regan Hendry's going to come on in his stead. And Zach Orr is going to be replaced by Darnell Johnson. So with 20 minutes to go, we're still 2-0 down. We're going to demand more. Okay, so we're into the last 10 minutes, still trailing by 2-0. And it looks very much like my first half prediction that the game was up is going to be spot on. And you could argue we're slightly unlucky to go 2-0 down. And there you go, Fleetwood 0, Charlton 2. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode as we face a home game against Crawley Town. Team for this one is Pym in goal, back four of Earl, Orr, Stickland and Johnson. Hendry at the base of midfield, Kukulon and Coleman ahead of him, Mather on the left, Hayes on the right, Fitzpatrick up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, the assistant manager is asking for a much better performance than the last match, and I'm entirely in agreement with him. So we will thrash the arms and go with that. And let's get out there and do it. So we'll kick things off. As always, first 10 minutes we'll just see how things go. And we will do our best to win the game. Orr misses that one completely. And Crawley are in, but Pym makes a save. And the highlight comes to an end. I think a demand more immediately is called for, despite the fact that 10 minutes isn't up yet. Need to set the tone nice and early today. And Orr wins it back. Stickland to Coleman. Ball over the top from Coleman for Hayes on the right. Hayes plays it back to Johnson. Tries to give it him back again, but the move breaks down. Orr picks it up on halfway. Hendry into Coleman. Coleman's ball in for Mather. And Sam Mather has a 5th goal of the season for himself. And it is Fleetwood Town 1, Crawley Town 0. So 7 minutes gone. And we are ahead for the first time in a while. Not comfortable, but at least we're ahead. And 25 minutes in, we've got another highlight. Orr to Earl, Hendry to Mather. Plays it infield to Coleman. Slots it through for Fitzpatrick. And Daniel Fitzpatrick has a 19th goal of the season for himself, and it is Fleetwood Town 2, Crawley Town 0. So things are looking slightly brighter at the moment, but it's a Crawley highlight this time. Edwards outswinging corner, it's headed up in the air, and then out of play for a goal kick. So into the last 10 minutes of the first half. Be quite happy if we can get to half time with no more highlights. Fitzpatrick shoots though. Boyce Clark with the save. We'll get a corner out of that. And it'll be an in-swinger from Earl. And can't pick out a red shirt, but Earl gets it back. Hayes shoots. And Cian Hayes has picked out the far corner of the net, and it is Fleetwood Town 3, Crawley Town 0. And that's lifted us up one place in the league as well. Half time. So let's go in there and give them fulsome praise indeed. What a 45 minutes. Let's get out there for the second half. I'm not going to make any changes at half time. I'm going to try and only make 3 all match if I can. And try and leave those as long as possible. At the moment, everyone's fit and healthy and able to continue. Although Orr is beginning to tire. So he's going to be the first to go on 70. And Simeu will come on in his stead. As Hayes plays it back to Stickland. Hayes again. Ball over the top for Mather. Gets it under control. Plays it back to Earl. Infield. Earl shoots. Deflection. And as Earl's shot was on target anyway, it's not going to be an own goal. It is 4-0. And that is Josh Earl's goal. And Fleetwood are well and truly on the way to a win. The next sub then is going to be Earl. And it will be Araujo to come off. And Stickland wins the header but can only find Bridge, the Crawley player. He finds Williams on the right, into the middle. And Luis with the finish gives Crawley a consolation goal at least, and it's 4-1. So one more sub remaining. It's going to be Stickland probably, if we can find a way to get him off. We can't, so we'll take Hendry off instead and use Brendan Wiredu. Boyce Clark makes the save as we enter stoppage time. And it is Hayes with the in-swinging corner for Fleetwood. But we don't get to see it. And that is the final action of the match. Fleetwood Town 4, Crawley Town 1, the final score. I'll be back in a moment with the league table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the league table. And as you can see, following a defeat and a victory in that episode, we're on 41 points from our 27 matches played, sitting 9th in the table, 4 points off a playoff position. So let's have a look at what you can look forward to on the next episode. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you back for the final game of January against Doncaster and the opening game of February against Woking, and I'll show you the transfer window in that episode as well. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.